I believed her. I did everything. And she gave me an affirmation. And she said, you will drink a lot of water the next 4 days. So I take the water, and she said, thank you for my health. Thank you. I did it for 4 days. Then I got the operation. And the doctors had a screen from my head 1 week before, and she said, oh my God, so many tumors, they are so big. Yeah, and then they operated me, and they didn't found any tumor. Everything was healthy.
Like a magic.
Like a magic. And really, the doctors, they said, you are a miracle. Oh my God, I don't know what happened. I didn't tell them what happened, what I did, because I was, oh my God, they would say I'm crazy.
There's many times where I had the attitude that, you know, I was going to walk again or die trying. That's pretty what it was. And I demonstrated that through my work ethic. My physical ability was stripped from me. And whenever I got anything back, any return, I mean, to make a long story short, I mean, they would put electrodes and things on my body to get my muscles to move. And they would shock me. And so they would turn this electrode on, and it would make my hand open and close, open and close. Or they'll put it on my leg, and it would make my leg extend and then contract, extend and then contract. And so I would just keep doing little stuff like that all day, all day. Now I go back to my room, and if there was a little twitch, I mean, this is where this all started. It wasn't a full movement. It was like a little twitch here in my leg, or a twitch in my arm, or a twitch, you know, in my toe, or a twitch in my finger. And I wanted to move so bad that I would just go in my room, even after physical therapy, and I would just make that little bitty twitch. I mean, this required enhanced concentration, right? And I would just twitch it until I couldn't twitch anymore. And I just kept doing that over and over and over. And that really just started a snowball effect. And then I got into a habit of that. And 18 years later, you know, I was walking.
He said to Laurie, he said, I could never talk to my mother like this. You know, we could see that he had some childhood paradigms, which is actually where I was going to go back to. You asked a specific question about what paradigms did you?
Yes, I want to ask you also what paradigms.
And I actually found myself going back to early childhood, actually. Things that, you know, you can have. I was very lucky. I came from a very functional family, if you know what I mean. Most people seem to have dysfunctional ones, but mine was totally functional. And so when you have a really good childhood, you accept it all, you know. So you don't challenge it at all. But then I realized that there were things that I had accepted from my early childhood that weren't appropriate to me. I won't say they were wrong, they just weren't appropriate to me, and they were paradigms that were stopping me doing things.
I was born in India, brought up in India. Part of my education was completed in India. Having lost my parents at a very early age, I was a teenager when I lost my parents, and I was very ambitious about my career, what I wanted to do in life. I really wanted to be someone that people actually recognize that I exist in this world. I didn't want to live any life a normal life where everybody lives and dies, you know. I wanted to make a difference. This was in my mind, especially after I lost my parents. I just felt that I don't have an identity. So this was a time where this was lingering in my head. I wanted to help children who have similar challenges in their life and not having sufficient guidance, sufficient security in their lives, not having parents to take care of them. I always wanted to help these children.
But so one of the creative ways, for example, I remember I took a kayak out to the middle of the ocean. I had never ever been in a kayak, and I sat there for an hour and I prayed for the sharks to come and attack me.
Really?
Yeah. And but the funny thing, I mean, this is the human part, you know, or maybe it's spirit as well, you know. after an hour, you know, I looked at my watch and it was close to an hour, and I thought, the sharks aren't here. I don't want to pay for another hour. And I was just too cheap to, you know, to pay for the time to wait for the sharks. So I just really hightailed it back as fast as I could, you know, so that I didn't have to pay for another hour.